Start over. Okay. So, what we're doing here is I'm going to explain to you all the details, all of the backstories, all of the questions that everyone keeps asking and everybody wants to know about me, about my journey, about my purpose. I'm gonna answer them. And yeah, so here we go.
What has been your biggest challenge thus far?
My biggest challenge has definitely been, oh, that's hard. Okay, so I don't know. I'd like to say my biggest challenge is just like going out and showing people who I am and like trying to be super vulnerable to the world so that other people can, find it acceptable to also be super vulnerable and not have to like hide who they are and like pretend to be something that they're not. And that's like an extreme challenge because I'm normally like a really shy person who doesn't like to really say or do much, especially like being someone who's hidden, who's been hidden a lot of their life. So now like I'm trying to be an example for people and show everyone like everything about me. So it is kind of like an extreme challenge because I'm like putting myself out there for so much criticism that I'm not always super ready for. So
Why modeling? Why not a writer or a speaker? Why use modeling as your platform?
because I feel like with modeling there is no hiding, like there's no pretending to really be someone else. Like you are you, because like you're that person in front of the camera. There's no being like a different person. If I'm a writer, I can kind of hide behind pen to paper and like no one will ever have to see my face. They'll just read my paper and read my story, which is can be just as powerful. But like for me, I feel like I need to show me, like I need people to see who I am. And yeah, and I feel like there are no models out there like me. There are no models who are taking I don't want to say as big of a risk, but yeah, I mean there's people like Winnie Harlow who I totally look up to, someone who's obviously not the norm for models, but at the end of the day, like she's still so beautiful and she still is built like this supermodel. But then you have me, who's like, there is every angle you will see something like different, from my hands to my legs. So it's the main keys in modeling are like beautiful hands, believe it or not, and like long legs. And those are like two things that like I don't really have, that I have no choice but to work with. So that's kind of why I choose modeling over anything. Because with modeling, like it kind of goes back to like that being vulnerable. Like this is me, and I'm gonna show you it in front of the camera. I'm not gonna hide behind it. So either like the picture or slide to the left. Is that like Tinder? Like swipe left?
Okay, so next question is, do you think modeling is something you can learn, or are you born with the skill?
I think you can definitely learn it. I don't think I was born with the skill necessarily. I think I was more so born with a passion for it. Because I learned it watching Tyra Banks. Like I kid you not, I would have never gotten to like the skill level that I'm at if I wasn't like watching her and like the critiques that she was doing for these models and like telling them what they did wrong. And then every time she told them what they did wrong, like I'd go in the kitchen, not the kitchen, there's no mirror in my kitchen. I'd go in the bathroom and I would like do it, or I didn't really have friends, so like I turned everything into like a top model show. So like I'd be in my room walking, I'd be in my room in my mirror like posing, I'd be in the bathroom posing. Like I turned everything into like a lesson for years. So I think like I learned how to do it based off of what she was teaching. And I don't think a lot of these people out here, models, would have all these classes and things if it wasn't something you could learn. But once again, like I tell a lot of girls who, hit me up, it's not about it being a job, it's about you having a passion for it, or else teaching you is going to be so hard and it's just going to be unnatural. So no, yes, I do think it's something you can learn. I don't think it's something you're born with.
Okay.
I was born a little model.
Okay. Next question. What is the biggest misconception? Okay, we're gonna roll that again because obviously I can't speak. Okay. So next question. What is the biggest misconception you've heard about yourself?
A lot of people would like look at my Instagram and my pictures or my Snapchat and they'll think like I'm an asshole or like I'm mean, but I'm like literally the most loud, goofy, annoying, obnoxious person you'll probably ever meet. Like I'm the furthest thing from like stuck up or whatever. That's like the biggest thing for me. Like I smile a lot and even then people still think like I'm mean. So I'm so not mean. I'm super nice. I have my moments just like any other person has, but other than that, like I'm super, super cool. Like I guess I can't call myself cool. I think I'm pretty cool. I talk to myself a lot. So I think, yeah, that's the biggest misconception. People think I'm a mean person. Not a mean person. I don't think so.
What do you want to change?
I want to change how people see the world, and not just the world. I want to change how people see themselves. We have so many people out there who are born differently and think that that's like bad or it's not okay or like that's something they should be ashamed of or hide, when in reality, and I'm guilty of that too. I mean, I grew up thinking that I have to hide who I am. I have to hide myself. Like I used to walk around all summer, like kid you not, summer, 100 degrees, and I have on a sweater with my hands in my pockets, or I'm wearing jeans so you can't see that I have a prosthetic. Like I didn't start wearing shorts or dressing like this until like my freshman year of college. So going through like my whole life hiding myself because I felt like being different wasn't okay, just to kind of realize that's mainly the reason like so many people weren't okay, like didn't like me or kind of treated me the way they did, was because I treated myself like that. Like I gave them the example, like, well, if I treat myself like I deserve to be hidden, then you guys should treat me that way too, So I think that I really just want to change how little girls wake up in the morning and see themselves, and I want to change how guys wake up and see themselves, and I want to I want to change, like, I feel like self-love is so not, like people say it, they use it as a hashtag, they use it as a quote, but they don't use it in their life. And I feel like it needs to be like really installed in our youth. It needs to be installed in our people, like in everyone. And I'm glad that I found self-love, or else I probably would not be here right now.
The most rewarding part in your journey?
The most rewarding part is all of the amazing, and I mean amazing, heartfelt, genuine responses and stories that I get from different people. When I did the Yahoo interview, I got so many parents like DMing me, messaging me, emailing me about their kids and how their kids were born with ABS, or how their kids just had to like get amputated, or all of these like crazy stories. And they're just like, but then when I showed them your picture, they were like, hey mom, she looks just like me. And like, I cannot even begin to tell you guys like how emotional like that really made me, because I wish like that's all I wanted. Like growing up, I wanted to be able to look at somebody and say, oh my god, she looks just like me, like this is something I can do, or oh my god, he looks just like me. Like it doesn't matter, like, but I did not have that. So the most rewarding part of doing what I do is that I get to give people something to look forward to. Like I get to give people some type of hope. I get to give people something to push for. And that is, if whatever you're doing, if that's not what you feel as a reward, then you're in the wrong profession. Because I don't do this as a job. I don't even do it as like a responsibility. I honest to God do it as a passion. Like if I wasn't passionate about it, I probably wouldn't be too serious about it. So I'm glad that I do have like a legitimate passion for it, because it just makes me like want to go even harder for these kids who are eventually, they're gonna grow up and they're going to go through that time period where like it's all themselves. Like they become their biggest enemy, and they become like their own words of hate are louder than like their bullies' words. Because growing up now, looking back, I was my biggest bully. So if I can help people kind of silence those words, like I would hope that I've been doing, then that's like the biggest reward ever. I can't wait to like really hear someone tell me that. That'll make my day. That'll make my life.
What started this movement? What made you wake up one day with this passion?
What started it? I don't think, it's not really like a wake up and it was there. It was more like a continuously going through it, continuously being kind of kicked down and like pushed, and not just from other people but from myself. Like I said, I beat myself up a lot, and I'm really big on God, and like I believe in Him 110%. Like I listen to Him, I hear Him loud and clear. So what started it really was me feeling at my lowest point possible and not knowing where to go from here. I was in college. I didn't know if I wanted to continue. I was just literally living my life for other people, not for me. I was so, like, I had no joy in my life. I had my happy days, but I was not joyful at all. And then I was just in my bed with so much anxiety, and I just hear God speak to me, and the conversation we had just threw this extreme purpose at me, and it made me feel so, immediately I felt so much pressure. I did not feel that joyful. I felt, oh my God, like you want me to do that? You realize I'm someone who hates being seen. Like, no. And then like I kind of got pushed into it where it was like all these opportunities were coming up, and it was like, all right, well, you want it, here it is. Either you're going to go for it or you're going to keep hiding. And I just couldn't keep hiding. I felt like if God says you're ready, then I'm ready. And if God gives me, if He thinks I'm the person for this purpose, then who's to say?
Anything you want people to know about you?
Honestly, I really want people to know that like I do what I do, not just for like not even just for others, but I really do it for myself too. 'Cause I would hate to. I kind of think about what I call like little lyric, which is like the lyric that was growing up and hated herself, and I kind of do it for me too. So it's not always like, I don't want people to be like, oh, she's such a cliche, like she's doing it for others. Like, no, I'm doing it for others and myself 100%. And like I want to make the me who was super insecure and who died a long time ago, I want to like live for her, and I want to make her proud. I do this for my sister who's 13, is going to be growing up, and who knows what she's going to have to face nowadays. And I do it for the adults out there who are going through things, who feel like they can't do certain things and whatever. So that's definitely something I want people to know about me, is I really care about others, and I really care about myself too. And just kind of know that it's like really hard for others to get me down or to put me down now, because I don't know, God's really, He has my heart, like He has my mind, He has me ready, geared up, and like ready to like take off. So, and I hope everybody can hear me when I say, you cannot let somebody else tell you no. You are your only no, period. You're your only
Your end goal.
My end goal is well, one, after I finish modeling and after, you know, the camera says cut, like with that, I want to open my own talent agency, and I want to be that person who gives those kids and, you know, those stars of tomorrow, like I want to give you guys your chance. I want to give you all the yes that you didn't get, and I want to be that safe haven for people, for creatives, for those free minds, for those beautiful souls that no one understands. Like, I want to be that place for people to come and say, you know what, I know I can do this, I just need you to give me a shot, and I'm going to give them that shot. My end goal is to one day look out and see these little girls with their prosthetics, or with their face full of freckles, or with their brown eyes when all their friends have blue eyes, and say, you know what, I don't care, I love me, I'm so comfortable with me. I want to be there for those girls who think that they're too big. I want them to take off their sweaters. I want those girls who think they're too skinny to like not have to shove so much food down their mouths. Like, I want people to walk into the world and say, this is what I am, and you have no choice but to accept it, because I'm not going anywhere. And if people can really just have that mindset, then all of those creative minds, all of those souls, all of those free people will finally be free. I know, I can't imagine. I right now am battling with agency after agency who don't want me. I don't fit their look. I'm not there. No one's ready to take that risk on me right now. But you know, can't wait to meet the person that says, you know what, I'm gonna risk it all for you, so that one day I can pay it forward into the next little girl, the next little boy, the next whatever. Guess what? I'm gonna risk it for you. We need more people like that out here who are ready to risk it for somebody else's dreams. But people are too scared. They're too fearful. And I'm so blessed to say I don't live my life with fear or being scared. I just live my life. And my end goal is I want to hear someone else say, I just live my life, because I followed Lyric's example, and Lyric followed God's example. Guys, thank you so much for all of you guys who've been supporting me, for all of you guys who asked me these questions, for all of you guys who have been watching me on my journey, and for all of you who have been risking it with me. I know being a supporter of mine, that's a risk in itself, and I love you guys so much, and I'm gonna keep going for you, and I'm gonna keep pressing on. You guys know I'm not the best with words, but I'm gonna keep going, and I really encourage all of you guys to keep going. If I have to be the one out there to take all those no's for you, I will do it, just so you can get up and take that yes and give yourself that yes. So once again, thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any more questions, please let me know. Follow me on Phoenix Soul if you're not already. Also, the girl behind the camera with the beautiful voice, Bria. Go ahead and shout yourself out, girl.
My name is Bria Nicole. You guys can also follow me on Instagram at BriaXNicole_. And I'm so happy that I met Lyric. I met her before she even came out here. We met on Instagram.
Yes. See, you guys, support. That's what happens with support. You support one another. Next thing you know, you get to meet another amazing soul. And yes. I'm so blessed to have met her and crossed paths. And you're going to see a lot more from her. You're going to see a lot more from me. And you might even see a lot more from us together. Okay? So keep in tune. Stay alive, stay in tune is what I meant to say, but once again, I'm not good with words. We're not even gonna try today. We're not gonna fake it. You guys know me. So thank you guys. We will see you soon. Bye.